Hello, welcome to Racecar Fabrication and Restoration. I'm Ronnie Humphrey. Thanks for joining me today. Don't forget to hit that like button and that subscribe button if you haven't done so. Well, our fuel cell parts came in for the Super Modified. We're going to see if we can get those swapped out so we can take it to the track later on this week. So ride along with us. Okay, here's the plan for the Super Modified. This is the original cap assembly that came on the fuel cell, and this is the gasket that came out of it. You can see what it does. These gaskets are really bad about leaking, and the last time I ran this car, I actually was leaking fuel pretty bad out of the top of the fuel cell. So you can see it's no way it can make good seal with the gasket like that. So RCI offers a replacement cap assembly that has the screw-on cap, and that's what we're going to do. Our problem is this is the pickup tube that came with this, and with this mounted, you can see how much higher it would be. It'd be right there. Then by the time you put a 90 on top of it, our fuel line is going to be too high, because this is where our tail tank cover sits on top of this piece of aluminum here. Well, I can't make that transition to go down. So I looked and looked and looked, and we came up with this bulkhead fitting. Take this line here off. Essentially, it's the same thing as this. This is a bulkhead fitting to where the shoulder will sit right against the top of this plate. Then that gets this line a lot lower, and that's essentially what they had done here originally. You can see how much lower that would be than having to have this stick up, then with another fitting, 90-degree number 10 fitting on top of that. So we've got this one already installed. I did that yesterday up at the supply house, but we still have to figure out how we're going to put a pickup line on it, which that's why I bought this number 10 straight. We'll just put a hose to go down into the fuel cell. Now we still have to come up with a way to get our rollover valve hooked up, so I'll get all this ready, and we'll also go ahead and take this apart here as well. Okay, we got this out finally, and the good news is we won't have to use our straight push lock style pickup. I wasn't sure what they had on the bottom of it, but that pickup tube that's on the car over there will just screw right to this. So that's good news. So this will not be needed. Other than that, it's going to be pretty simple. We'll just mimic what they did here. We're going to cap this off. This is not needed. The only thing I need to do, I need to come up, I don't like this rollover valve. They actually had this, it was actually venting. They actually had this plastic cap on here. Well, if the car gets upside down, that ball right there will center and shut the fuel flow off. So that's fine, but I wish I could come up with some way to put a better filter on this. But I mean, the way it is actually is, I mean, it's getting air so it can, fuel cell can flow. But I'm gonna have to think about this. We're not racing the car. We just do some exhibition laps. So really, this is probably okay. But I'm not sure. I may put a metal cap on there and maybe drill a hole in the side of it. Not sure. Just get some air in it. But anyway, we get all this swapped over now, and we'll put the new one in. Go ahead and break this pickup line loose. You can see this will go on here perfect. So that takes care of that problem. I've already lined up the angle of my pickup fitting on the top, so we'll put that there. I actually prefer this particular rollover valve or rollover ball they have versus the one that came yesterday. This pin has been heliarched in there, where this one just has a clip. And so we're gonna go ahead and take this one out and run this one in the future. Hadn't been off in a long, long time. All right. Okay. There we go. The new cap assembly came with this backing plate, but there's nothing wrong with our backing plate. Plus, our gasket here is really soft. We're good there, so we're just gonna save this for another project. We'll just put this one on the original backing plate they had in the sale. Gotta be real careful doing this as you don't knock the backing plate down. As soon as you can get a nut started somewhere you need to, just to hold it, then you can use these nuts as you go around, it'll pull it up for you. We'll take our impact wrench now and use it to pull it up real slow. And you see now how it popped down. The kit comes with new washers. So we're gonna go ahead and use the new neoprene washers. We'll also install the new nuts. I like to go back and check everything and make sure it's tight. The impact does a great job. They all seem to be good. Get our fuel line on. All right. Okay. Let's see if this thing will crank up now. Well, that turned out being a lot easier than what I thought it was going to be. Sometimes the projects I get in turn out to be major ordeals, but this was pretty straightforward. Ended up spending a total of about $150 for this swap. If you have that old style twist stone cap on your fuel cell in your race car, you need to swap it out, and you do the exact same thing I just did. It's $150 well spent. It's a lot better than being upside down in a car and getting fuel all over you. I don't plan on turning this car upside down, but if I do, I don't want racing fuel running all over me. We're going to take the car out hopefully this week. They're having an open practice for the annual King of the Hill race, pays $10,000 to win this coming weekend at Boot Hill Speedway. And they have an open practice Thursday night, so we may go out there and make a few laps if my schedule allows it, and we'll try to take the cameras out there and get a little footage of that for you as well. As always, thanks for watching. Don't forget to hit that like button and that subscribe button. Tell your friends and neighbors about the channel. We'll see you next time on Race Car Fabrication and Restoration. God bless you. You take care.